welcome to my channel. My name's Alana. Today we're going to be making a oat milk soap. Hopefully it comes out okay. I tried to make this soap the other day and it came out horrible. Well, not horrible, but it did not come out how I wanted it to. So today we're going to try to make that soap again. I want to try to see if I can figure out what went wrong. I think I have a few ideas. Let's see if it can come out better this time. And I'm bringing you guys along with me just so we can all learn and hopefully we can go from there. So if you're interested, then keep watching. I'm going to be using this mold. We want to make a small batch to make sure that everything comes out okay. I'm going off a recipe. I have here some mango butter from Brambleberry. I have olive oil. I have some grapeseed oil. And I've got some coconut oil. So we're going to put all these in a beaker and melt it together. Okay, now that all of my all of my oils are in here, I'm going to cover it and heat it all up together so that it all can melt. Next, we are going to be making oat milk. This is the very simplified version of oat milk, and where I think I went wrong with this is last time I don't think I did not discount my water that I used in making my oat milk from what I used in making my lye water solution. So I'll try to explain that a little bit more. So to make oat milk, you literally just have to blend water and oats. I just have some oats that I use specifically for like skincare. I'm going to take about maybe 3 tablespoons of and then I poured out some purified water here. It's about 200 ml, but I'm not going to use all this. So what I'm going to do is just pour to see how much I might need. So I used about 150. I'm going to subtract that from what I use in making my lye water, and I'll try to explain a little bit of that later. But hopefully that's what did it. And if not, I think I know what it might have been before. So I'm going to blend this up. Might have to strain a little bit of it, but we will see how it goes. Okay, so I blended everything up, and I'm going to see if I may just leave it like this. I might not even strain it. Okay, so we're going to try something different. Hopefully this works. I'm looking at how much oat milk I have, and it's way too much for this and like my whole solution. I'm going to do half the amount of water that I was using. I'm going to do half of that, and then the rest is oat milk. Hopefully it does not come apart this time, because last time what happened was the emulsion didn't hold. So this recipe calls for 85.5 grams of water for my lye solution. So we're going to do about 42.50. We're going to try to do that. Sorry for the hole in my glove, you guys. Alright. So my water we're going to set aside. And then we're going to get lye, which is really dangerous. So that's why I have on rubber gloves, and I got on some goggles. Turn on the fan, so you might not be able to hear me for a little while, and open the window. Right, so here's my lye. So we are going to be using 32.45 grams of lye. We'll have more water to put in there with my oat milk. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. So now I'm going to make my lye water solution. And again, the total recipe calls for 85.5 grams of water, which should be in here, but only half of it is in here because the other half is in here, which is my oat milk, and I want to use it as an additive, and I don't want it to cause my soap to come apart. That's what happened last time. Mix this together, and this is going to help make soap. Our goal here is for the lye to be completely dissolved into the water, so it should be clear. So as you can see, it's cloudy and it's not dissolved yet at all together because there's still some particles in there. So I'm going to measure the temperature, and I like to soap when everything is around 120 degrees, a little less than that. These are probably very hot. 186. So let's see if that's that's heated up too. Yeah, which is good. I want them to be around the same because they'll take around the same time to cool off. So the lye water is 169-ish. Yeah, really hot degrees Fahrenheit, and the oils are not too far behind, so they're very close. So what I do is I set these aside. I let them cool down to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit each, maybe a little less than that, and then I blend them together and set these aside for a little bit until they cool down to be roughly about the same temperature. So I'm noticing that I still have some particles of lye in here that are not dissolving. I'm not sure if you can see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit more water in here. Alright, I poured about 25 maybe. And see how cloudy that just got? So hopefully that was enough water now to dissolve all of that lye. Okay, it looks like that did the trick. I'm not done waiting because they're still hot. But it looks like that melted most of it. I still see a little bit in there. But we're going to keep stirring and still wait for this to cool down. And we're going to see if that helped. So that lye dissolved pretty much. It's pretty much completely dissolved. And as I'm measuring it, it's coming out to be much cooler than the oil. Then my oils are hotter. They are 160, and I want them to be around the same. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mix in my oat milk into my oils, and hopefully that'll kind of cool it off a little bit, and we'll go from there. So I, since I had poured more water into my lye water solution to dissolve it, I took more out of my oat milk of what I'm going to use in my soap. This was my original. This is all I'm using in my soap. So this is my oils, and this is my lye water. So my laptop right there is giving me so much anxiety, but we're just gonna, okay. Alright, so this is what I like to soap at. My lye water is cooling down really fast, so we're gonna go ahead, and my oils are nowhere near that. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend my oils, my oat milk and my oils. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. blender falling apart. Okay. Let's see where that put us at. Alright, it actually cooled down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add these two together. One thing I didn't even do yet though was pour out my fragrance, and I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do 5% of the weight of my soap. 11.25 grams. It's a little lower, but that's okay. That's alright. Hopefully you guys can get a good view. I have to put you guys over here because my stick blender does not reach that far. Alright, so that's my lye water into my oils. Okay, I think I'm reaching trace. Oh yeah. Yep, I think I reached trace. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Let's see if it is true trace or if it is false trace. Okay, I don't think I reached trace just yet. Go ahead and put my fragrance in. Alright, so it looks like we reached trace, which is, I'll show you what that is. It's pretty much when you know that you're ready to pour, when you can kind of see it dribble on top and it leaves like a trace. It leaves a trace of like the soap batter. So that's how you know you're ready. And this is farther than we got yesterday, so I will take it. Yesterday I did not even get to get trace. It took me so long, and then my emulsion fell apart. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this, and I wanna make sure it's not false trace again. I'm just gonna keep stirring and see if it holds. And we're good. Okay. So here's the fun part. Soap has to set out for at least 4 weeks to cure.